Can we start?
Yes, we can see your
We
screen.
can see it.
Okay, amazing. Thank you, guys. So basically, I think what we've done with Clara is how to open a project and import a project. And I think I'll just do that. I'm also working on a few other projects, as you can see. So basically, I think you had learned how to, click on new project. There you go. All right, to give your project a name. I don't know what you have been doing, but we can work on something that I'm doing. I'm working on a feeding program here in the slums. As I told you guys last time, I also work for vulnerable communities. So you give your project a name like feeding project. Okay. Right. So on the general, I don't know if Clara had mentioned. I always stick to. I will not go into details on what this means, but with video rendering is basically the quality that you want at the end of your video. Do you want it to be on a lower version? Do you want it to be on a higher version? And also it depends with the machine that you're using. Some machines are very slow or they are not equipped. Mine I use an editing machine so that I can ensure that I get like the maximum quality. So I use the Mercury Play Engine for CUDA. And the time code, yeah, always stick to any because you don't know. Sometimes maybe you're shooting at 25 frames per second. It also depends with what you had set on your camera to come and edit with. So you have to also be, I don't know. I don't know if you're using your phones or you're using your camera, but to be safe, I always stick to the time code because the footage can be from multiple cameras, and I also do not know where people have gotten their footage from. Do not use milliseconds. Stick to audio samples, and for the capture, using the high definition video, which is HDV. We are in a new era. For the graphics, if you have a good machine, go for the highest, which is 300. If you're using other smaller ones, you can go like your machine is not um good quality, you can go for the lesser quality. Maybe next time I'll explain what all these other things mean. But today maybe we can use it just to learn on a skill or two. Um, I use tetrahedra because again my machine speed is great. Yeah, you can display the project item name and label for color if you want. Though maybe personally I do not, but I can also show you how to do it on film. Then you say okay. The location is where you want your footage to be saved. Yeah. For me, I have chosen to have it under documents and created a subfolder called export. Then say okay. Then your Premiere Pro working. There you go. We have it. And I think I don't know if you went through everything. Did you go through what everything means here, girls? Did you go through what if you click on learning or assembly on editing? Did you learn what all these things do, Esther?
Hello, can you hear me? Sorry, I do know that I was on mute, unmuted.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Did you learn what all these things are for?
Sorry, it's not showing.
not
It's
every.
blank.
Sorry, my screen
That
was
side,
showing, right?
that side your mouse is on. It's not showing. Okay, now it's showing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So did you learn what all those things mean? Learning, assembly, editing, color, effect. Did you learn what they mean and what they are used for?
yes, not everything actually. Not
Okay.
everything.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me use a sample item and then we can learn what everything does. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So you go to file as Clara had mentioned. Then you
yeah.
say import. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then you go to your footage. For my footage, I will use my hard disk. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see what I can see here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember where I saved my
Okay.
I want to use some footage that is friendly to you, that you can all right. Let's use this footage. They're from kids from here. Okay, so if you want to import multiple files, you can just import as many as you want. Yeah, depending with what you're doing, you know. Yeah, there you go. Then just click open. The footage goes to this
Your
frame
timeline.
right here, the
Yeah.
project frame. Okay. So for you to create for you to work on your timeline, you move your footage to your timeline, just drag it, and there you go. Now you have your complete I know sometimes it might look all complicated, there are too many things on your timeline, but no. So let's use this first, the source window. Okay, are we here, everyone?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I love teaching when we talk. I want to talk to myself. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hearing
So
you.
the first thing you have is written source here. So let's click on source. The source is the window that shows you what's on your working timeline. For example, mine is saying no click. I don't know why. Oh, yeah. So let's say, for example, our story on feeding, you want to tell, remember what I talked about storytelling. You want to talk about a feeding program where children are eating food, they are happy, they are growing, they are doing well. And
Yeah.
you have to have your story in a flow, okay? But because I was just using this as a sample, next time we will have the entire story. They're using this as a sample, yeah? So yeah, you start by showing people, remember storytelling, you start by showing people what is the program about. And first, people have to, if you're talking about feeding, people have to see who is eating and what are they eating. So for me, I want to tell my story about children eating. So I will look for a clip here on my project window that shows that children are being fed. So number one, remember what we talked about storytelling. I will pull this clip here that shows that there are children at school who are being fed. I will play it. I hope you're all seeing. So as you can see, those are children being fed. They are given food, okay? Now maybe you want to explain to people in details. Remember again what we talked about storytelling. What are the children being fed? If it's food, we're saying it's food, but we are not sure what kind of food they are being fed. Or what exactly are they being given? So let's tell people we are giving them food. So here you again on your project window, you look for a clip that shows the food the children are being fed. So you pull up the clip again, but now remember, okay, let me remove this from my timeline. So let's work with the project window first. So I will pick the clip again and drop it on my timeline. This clip here, hope everyone can see.
Yeah,
It shows
yeah.
the kind of food the children are being fed. Okay. Now the next story you want to tell is showing who is eating the food. So we are going to look for the children who are eating the food. We go back to our project window. We look for a child who is eating. So maybe I like details. I would like showing people the details. So I look for a clip like this where a child is eating, and I will play it now. There you go. It shows a child picking up their food, and what do they do next? After they pick their food, they put it in their mouth. Let's look for a clip that shows that. Sorry, let me disable the noise. So we don't have, I will show you how to do that later. So there we go. The child is eating the food in the plate, and finally they put it in their mouth, and they look, well, pretty serious, you know? Yeah, just place it there. Weka tu hapo. So as you can see, they are eating, enjoying their food, they're putting it in their mouth. Well, our story might be complete or not, but it shows us that their children who are being fed, they are being served their food, they get to sit down, they get to eat their food, and they get to enjoy their food. That can be a story. So let's work with the source window, number one. I am not a fan of the source window, but okay, this is our first video. So again, go to the project window, we look for our first image, and there we go. We put it on the source window. Now, the source window allows you or gives you an opportunity to decide what do you want to keep and at what frame, and what don't you want to keep. So this is the window where you play to view your image. If you're not the one who shot the image, most probably most of the times you will not be able to know what the other person was looking for. So by playing the video here, you're able to know what is the content on the video and decide what part do you want to put and what part don't you want to put when you come to your timeline. So from here you can see maybe I want to keep my clip from 0102 all the way to maybe 0345. You get to decide. You mark in 01 there. Let's just start there. You can say I want to start there and keep it all the way to there. You mark out. That is the place that you want to focus on. So when you play, sorry, this is the part that you want to focus on. Okay. Now on my source window again, I have very funny things called the Lumetric scopes. You can see them here. I don't know why my all right there. These ones basically they just show you the colors and the movement of what you're having. But these ones I wish to not focus on them today because they are a bit technical. So let me focus on the effects control. I think Clara mentioned the effects control, which is the most important part in Premiere Pro. Now, let's say for example you are in the field and you are not able to get a good shot. Maybe you want to zoom in or zoom out or work on your clip, and you want to give more details, or you want to move your clip in one way or another. Let me use this clip, the last one, because it's a bit detailed. Yeah, there we go. Let's use this one. So for example, I want to change the position of this clip. So what you do, you can play around with your position. You see, look at what I do. If I add the numbers, it moves to my right. If I reduce the numbers, you can just change the position of this clip in whatever way you want or whatever form you want it to be. If you want it to go up and down, you can also do the same. If you want to probably zoom it a little bit, maybe show more details of the child, maybe you want to focus more on the mouth, you can just work on the position. You can see that. Yeah, you can move it down a little bit and just look at that. It just gives you more details, focusing on the eyes and the mouth. That's all you want. You want to focus on that. Maybe when you are shooting, you are not able to get that. Okay. All right. Maybe you don't want this video clip to be very, what can I say? bright like it is. You can work on the opacity. I think even on your phones there's a place called opacity where you play around with the lighting. You can darken it a little bit, or you can brighten it more depending with what you want. Okay. You notice that I have skipped rotation. Rotation is basically if you want to rotate the video, but why I do not understand why you would want to rotate it unless you're working on the graphics. So this one for rotation is when you're doing the graphic things and maybe you want your clip to just rotate around and something of the sort. Yeah. The speed, if you want this clip to move a little bit faster. But now these ones you work with what you call time frames. I will show you how to work with the time frame. Okay. Anyone has a question up to there? Anyone who is lost? Anybody who is lost?
No,
We are with you,
we
ma'am.
are with you.
Good. All right. You notice there's also another pair here, written audio clip, but now we don't have audio on our clip. So I have removed the audio so that we can focus on the video. Then there's a text. We don't have text. Now, sometimes when you're editing, this window can decide to shut itself or hide itself. So what do? There are like two arrows you can see on my screen here. So you just click on the two arrows. And if you want to work on the effect control, just click on the effect control and the window gives you a chance to go back to to focus more on whatever you wanted. If you wanted to work on the source only, it gives you a chance to do that. Sometimes you will see your workspace has been a bit messed up. So this is something that is very helpful that you can use. All right. The other thing we can talk about that is under the source. There are these things that you can see up here, and I don't know if you had talked about them with Clara, but I will just go to the main things that are very important. You might not learn everything in Premiere Pro. So number one is the editing. So you just click on editing. And as you can see, the editing gives you an opportunity to play around with your clip in whatever form that you want. And we had just talked about it, the position, you can see the scale. We had talked about all these things. But also, let me see. Yeah, so if you want to cut, I think Clara had mentioned about cutting, where you take your razor. If you probably, like for this clip, when it starts, you don't need the whole time and the child looking down. Maybe you only need a little bit of, their mouth chewing and them putting food in their mouth. So what do? All right, you can use the cutting tool. Here is the razor, and because you're now a big girl and you're learning Premiere Pro, you can just click on C. C means cut, and it's also used for the razor. So if you click on C on your keyboard, you can try it. Those who have their laptops, just click on C. You will see automatically it selects the razor. So you just go back to your clip and decide, I want to keep this part where the child is chewing. There you go, you cut. Do you need anything else? And maybe them putting food in their mouth. All right, let's look for that. Sorry. There. So we need that. So yeah. Sorry, I know it's disgusting, but yeah, we only need those two parts. So you select on this part that you do not need and click on the delete button on your keyboard. There you go, it goes. Then on the space that has been left in here, if you click on that space and right click on your machine and say ripple delete. Can you see that, people? Am I too fast?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you say ripple delete. There you go. Okay, but now as you can see, our clip starts with someone chewing. The child is chewing and then eating, so it doesn't make sense. So we want to see them putting the food in the mouth and then chewing the food, right? So you interchange your clips. You take your clip. If you're using the razor tool and you want to go back to the selection tool, just click V, letter V, V for van on your keyboard, V for van, and it automatically goes back to a selection tail. So you move this, you start with the clip that shows the child putting food in their mouth. There you go. And then have them enjoying their food. They put the food in their mouth, and there you go. They're eating their food, they're enjoying their food. You can see that? All right. Okay. If we miss a clip, we can also add where they're picking their food from the lunchbox. There you go. So our story goes, a child is eating, putting the food in their mouth, and they're enjoying their food. Can you see that? So on the sequence of storytelling, if you remember what we talked about, your story has to have a flow. You can't just throw clips in anyhow. You have to let people walk with you in that journey of understanding your story. If you remember what we talked about storytelling. So the same applies when you're editing. You have to be a storyteller. Assume the other person knows nothing. All right. So once you get there, maybe for some reason you want to improve the color of your child. Yeah. Maybe you want to you shot when it's too hot or when it is too dark, and you have no idea what you are supposed to do with a clip like that. There's something we call color grading, and I'm only going to talk about the very basic today. Then maybe you can try the basics, then later you can try the hard part. So you click on color, and when you click on color, you will have a window right here open. I hope you're all there. The Lumetric color bar. So the very basic things that you can do, even on your phone, yeah? I know you have these things even in your phone. You can just play around with these things, the temperature, the tint, the exposure. So let's say our child is very, maybe, I don't know, we want to make him a little bit brighter. You can just add the temperature a little bit, and don't do this, just slowly as you observe, as an editor, observe, see, is it too bright, don't just pull colors and then the video looks awkward. Yeah, then go back, work with the contrast again, so you make sure that he also has a very clean, you know color. It looks good, ensure there are no shadows on your photo. You reduce them or you add them, what works for you. Are the whites balancing, are the blacks in color? Please ensure that you play around with this later. The saturation, do you want them to look more handsome? Yeah, more of color. Can you see what is happening to my video? If I click on the saturation, yeah, you can see, but don't overdo it and then the kid looks red. No, just nice color, just a little bit. You also want your characters on your video to look, nice
Real.
and beautiful, and also do not look like they are from zombie world. They have too much color on them. Play around with your tints. Just play around with colors. How would you want your child to look? Don't make that child look pathetic. Yeah, yeah. Just play around with colors. Yeah, have fun. Yeah, go to the creative part. You see intensity. Shows you, if you want to sharpen your image, you shot something that was blurry, you want them to have more color, vibrance and saturation, just like you do with your photos on your phone. Yeah, just enjoy the color wheel, go there, change things, see how things are working on your end, move things up and down, see, enjoy, have fun with them, and then eventually you will probably decide when you're shooting, I want my videos to look like this, so that when I come to the color wheel, I will have very, very basic things to do. Okay. I hope you have time later to enjoy the color wheel, enjoy yourself, look at what colors you'd like your child to have or any other image that you're having. Okay. And you told me you talked about effects with Clara, so I will not, go too much into it. but I will also talk about the captioning and the graphics. Are we all there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's click on the caption and graphics. Now, I hope you're using the latest version of Premiere Pro. I don't know which version you have, but the latest version of Premiere Pro has made things a little bit easier. Now, a long time ago, we would go to file, title, and then we would come up with very funny titles, and then we'll have to put shapes and all those sorts of things. Later in the year, I will teach you about Adobe After Effects, where we make very, very nice graphics, yeah? But for now, because we are on Premiere Pro, and I want us to learn the basics, at least take home something today. So let's give our story a name. You know, our story is there's a child who's eating their food, and basically enjoying their nice food. So you come here to the essential graphics window. As you can all see, let's look for a nice graphics for our title. You go down, explore these things during your time, explore them and see what makes them look good. I like my title simple, because the minute you start using so many things, people get carried away, okay? So ensure you have your title looking nice and simple. Don't make it too. Let's try this one. Don't make it look complicated. So you select that, it and put it right there where your video starts. All right, I do not have this font, but they will give me another font, which is fine. I can use another font. All right, so let's place there. So let's give our story a title. Who wants to help me with this? What title can we give to our story? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am. Please, can you repeat? I can't hear you.
She said we should give the story a title.
Okay, the title of the story.
Yeah.
To me,
Please help us
I
out.
think
Tell us a title.
I think the title of the story, because it's babies feed, children are eating, or we can use title in this way, like breakfast for the children,
Somebody
or
else?
lunch for the children. Lunch for the children.
Anyone else?
Hello, Nina, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
can
people.
hear
I
me.
want you to be more creative.
Yes, so I think that
Yeah, remember we talked about creativity. Whatever title you give your story will make your audience stay or go.
yes. So to me, I think that it should be just being, maybe we can just title it like the children breakfast, or children.
Also, it should not be too long because people get bored. You know, we are people who want to see things very fast. Somebody else try? Anyone else? Let me see who is here. We have 4 participants. Are they wrong, Kay?
Okay,
Won't you
Yeah.
try?
okay.
Sorry,
Yes, I'm
sorry,
with you.
sorry, my footage. That's
Time
me.
for
Anyone else
breakfast,
wants
or
to try?
time for children feeding.
No.
You like food.
Are we writing notes
No, me, I
now?
like
We're
food.
telling a story.
The Breakfast Club.
Oh, is it a club? It is cool.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Fine.
Please
You
help
Food
put
us
is
this.
out.
ready. Children food is ready.
Let's call it yummy yummy or yummy yummy.
Okay.
Yummy, yummy. The children food
Yeah.
is ready.
Just
Yummy, yummy.
something nice. People want to see what is this yummy yummy, okay?
Yeah.
Always come up with nice things, all right? Don't be
Okay.
boring. Life is too short.
Yeah.
All right, so now here is our title. So how do you change the title? You just click on this, go to the essential graphics window. Where it's written T is where the title is. So just double click, and when you double click, you can see it has selected the title. Click here, say Control A, and then just write Yummy.
We're not seeing the
Yummy.
full screen. Okay, don't worry.
Oh,
Okay, we
It's
can see it. We
no.
can see it. It's from an end.
Okay. All right, there you go. So now we want to make it bigger because for me, I think it's too small. So what do? You double click and select everything, or you say Control A, it selects everything. Then where you see the text down here, you change the font size. Can you see that? Here. So
Yeah.
we change our font size from 50, maybe let's try 70 or even 80. Yeah, I think it is a little bit bigger. So if you also want to change the color, the color, just go to down to fill, click there. It gives you a color wheel. Esther, what's your favorite color?
Oh, blue, ma.
Blue.
Yeah.
Okay, let's sky blue, dark blue.
Sky blue.
All right, let's just try. I'm not certain if that is the, the sky blue, but we can do that. All right, very good. So anything else you guys want us to change? Maybe you want us to change the font. You can change your font from there. Okay. You want to, I don't know. I don't know if there's a better font than that, but yeah, okay. You can see, you just play around with these things, okay? Until you
Yeah.
get something that looks good. If remember, if it's corporate, keep it simple. If it's something funny for the children, you can maybe play around with the colors. But if it's corporate, always remember the best colors for corporate is white and black, and the font must be corporate like. Don't have a funny looking uh, um, font and you're working on a corporate job. You will be fired the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
true.
yeah, change around things, walk around here, see what this does. Does it make your font bigger, more spacious? I want you guys to enjoy and have fun with Premiere. Test things and see what this does, what this does not do. Do you want to have a shadow on your color? Do you want to, I don't know, what do you want? There's a shape. I can see there's a shape here. One shape is, let's see what color. You can even change the color of your shape. You can see one shape is white. The other one is, you can change the feel. Who's the next person there? Who's seated next to Esther? They can tell us their favorite color.
Purple.
Purple. Wow, our color will be weird. We have purple and blue. Oh my god. Who's the next person? The next person, their favorite color? Nobody has a favorite color? Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to
She's thinking about her favorite color, then it's not her favorite.
and then white. She said she liked white.
White. Ah, that's amazing. Thank you for saving us. Thank you very much. So there you go. Would have ended up with very weird colors. So you can see our title. I don't know why this didn't change to white. Shit. Just a minute. Sorry. You feel should be white. Okay. So fine. So yeah, you can see how this is our title. This is how our small play, yummy, yummy. Now, this is taking too long. It should not be too long because I also get bored. So what do we do again? We press C on our keyboard and then we cut it a bit just to reduce the time. There we go. And then okay, sorry, we ripple delete. We click here, we ripple delete, and the clips join together. So this is our story. It's yummy, yummy, and we have a child enjoying their beautiful. There you go. And oh, loving it. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to have a logo, maybe for Age Network, next time I can show you how to add a logo to it. And even at the end of the story, maybe you want to have contact, call us, or thank you for watching this video. You go back to browse on your graphics window, go down. Yeah, you can look for another way of saying goodbye. And yeah, let's pick this simple one, place it again right there. I hope you're now following those who didn't get it the first time. Then click on it there, and then go to your graphics window, look for text where there is T, double click on it, and then let's say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And then maybe you want to say I don't know, call us on or something. What else do you want to say? Someone said something.
Okay,
What else
thank
do you
you
want
for
to add?
watching. Stay tuned for more updates.
Oh, keep what?
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more updates.
Yes, we look for double T. We look for the other T. We double click it and say stay tuned for more. All right.
Yeah.
Now, I remember I want to change the size because it's very small. So we start with this. Also check on your spelling. You don't want your viewers to run away because you cannot spell well. So double click on it and go back to the size. Remember how do we change the fonts? We go down and play around with things here. Okay, let's keep it at 70 or even 80. All right. Stay tuned for more. Let's click on that. Okay. Remember, you double click for it to select everything. Yeah, let's change it to maybe 40 or 50. I don't know what works for you. Oh, okay, sorry, that was a mistake. If you make a mistake, just click Control Z. Control Z always brings back what you had done before. Control Z on your keyboard. Control Z. Stay tuned for more. Let's use 40. And then now you can see our graph. Can you see? We have blue shapes. We
Yes.
can try and change the colors. All right. Anyone who has not said something? What's your favorite color? We double click on that. All right. It selects the shape. We go down. It's blue. Who has not said their favorite color? What's your favorite color? Yellow?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wine.
She said
She
wine.
said what?
Wine.
Wine color.
One color.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't hear her, but I think yellow is okay. Can pick yellow. You can have another color if you want. Those who like exploring. Red. Just make it. Yeah, make it look nice. Enjoy yourself. Remember, a creative person enjoys themselves. Okay. But also don't overdo it, then people will wonder, hello, what was this woman doing? So yeah, yeah. So remember we said it's too long for viewers to be wondering, oh my god, it's taking forever to end, just again go to your keyboard, click C, which is for cutting, okay? C for cut, then you cut it to maybe no, check the timing. If you are the one who was watching, for how many seconds would you like it to run? You also don't want to overdo it. And then click delete. And then there we go. Our graphic says, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Now, let's have some music. So it sounds nice and looks good. Okay, so now remember, if when it comes to music, you have to select something that has no, what do I say, doesn't have issue with corporate, it's not copyrighted, because your content will be flagged down if you put it on YouTube. So always go looking for content that is not copyrighted. And I'll give you can write this down. There is a
Okay.
website called Pixabay. It's called
Can
Pixabay.
you come again?
Pixabay. Pixa, and then Bay. Pixabay. So when you go to Pixabay, let me open it up. No, okay, you check. You check later. There's a section for music. All the music under Pixabay is not copyrighted, so you can use it. Okay,
Okay.
it's free. All right. So again, we go to import. So once you delete your music, you download your music. We say import. Where has it gone to download? And then yeah, let's pick some music, some nice music. Let's see. I can pick something I had copied before. Yeah, let's select that. So you drag your music to your timeline and you put it on the first audio track. Can you see this? The first audio track, because there is no audio, okay? But if there was audio from the video, then you would have used the second audio track or the third audio track. You can see here it's written audio 1, audio 2, audio 3. A stands for audio. For video, you have video 1, video 2. If you go a bit lower, it goes all the way to video 3. You can see that there's video 1, video 2, and video 3.
Video
It
3.
depends with, yeah. And for the audio tracks, they're also 3. I don't think there are more. Yeah, for me there are 3 on my end. So now let's try and have some nice music. So my music starts maybe from here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, with audio, you also have to be creative. Don't just put the audio there, because audio has to be put. Also, the audio clip that you have taken, ensure that it's moving in line with your story. If this is a story about a child who is happy eating her food or his food, don't have us having a sad kind of music. When you go to Pixabay, please look for audio music that says happy beats, happy person, happy music, don't go looking, for just any music that pops by. Also check and see, can I get if you're working on something of a sad story, go for a sad story kind of music. So our music, we want to have it where the beat starts. So we listen to our music and our beats will probably start. Yeah, see there. So we select where our beat starts. So can move the window a little bit down so you can be able to view the waves of where your good music starts and there. So this is the bar that my music starts hitting, right? So just move it there a little bit and then take your razor, cut the rest out, click delete. So now we have our music there. Drag it where it starts and let's listen in to our music. All right. Our short clips are short-lived. They're very short, but
Yeah. It's
yeah.
interesting.
So again, you cannot just end your video with a high music and it has just ended. Okay? So we want to slow down so it fades out nicely, nicely. It end out nicely. So one of the things that I do, this is a shortcut. I am teaching you a shortcut because you're now big girls. You don't have to go all the way to look at. So where there is audio one, can you see audio one, the track audio one where your music is? Just drag this thing until you can see your music clearly. Where it starts, you can see the waves, look at what I'm doing. I'm just playing around with this. Play around with it. And there you go. So put it in a way you can see to your eyes. And then remember the window we talked about, the effect control window, the editing window. We go back to our editing window. Here you go. And now we want to edit our sound, okay? We want it to fade out nicely, slowly, so that it doesn't leave people wondering what else is playing. So again, onto the shortcut, you click Control on your keyboard, and then you click on this bar on your audio. There, like for example, I want it to fade from where? From here. So I'll click here, create my first keyframe. You all know what's a keyframe? Clara talked about the keyframe.
Keyframe.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can also
Okay. So when you come here to the source window again, and we are working on our audio clip, remember, let's select, we are working on editing. So these things that you create, these ones, they're called keyframes. Can you click here if you have the computer? It says add or remove a keyframe. These ones, they help you to work around how you probably want your audio to go. If you want to fade out your audio, you want to start on a high note. So for example, for us, we want our audio to go, fade out nicely, softly, and in a good way. So what you do, you come here. Let me delete this so that we can start again. You come here, you click on this button, which is adding a keyframe. You start here where you go. I've created my first keyframe. For example, now we want our music to fade down. So you move your cursor a little bit from there. Sorry. All right, that's the first keyframe we've created. So we move our cursor a little bit more there. Then, because we want to reduce the volume of the sound, we will, you see here, it's written 0 to 0 dB. Decibels, we measure sound in decibels. So we want to reduce it from 0, maybe have it at negative, say negative 10. We click enter. So you can see what has happened here. Can you all see down here at my audio one?
Yes.
It has gone down. Can you see that? Here on audio one, on my editing, on the timeline, sorry. So we want to reduce it again, so it ends up, it ends nicely. So we move the cursor again a little bit, not too much. We come back here to our keyframes, then we say negative 20. We are trying to slow down our music. We say enter. Again, can you see what has happened to my keyframes on my timeline? It has gone lower. So we want to reduce it and kill our audio completely. We move again to the last, and then we come back here to our keyframes and say probably what's the least audio you can hear. Let's say negative 60. So you can see our audio probably ends at that. So you come, select your cut key, and then you cut your audio where it ends. Then you remove this because you will not need this. So let's listen to how our music ends now. So there you go. Sorry. Did you hear that?
No.
No.
No, you didn't?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is how it starts. Let me know if you can hear. If you cannot hear, then let me know also. So this is our audio. Did you hear anything? Any difference? No? No, you did not hear anything? Esther,
Yes, ma'am.
did you hear anything?
We can't see anything.
You cannot? Oh, why?
Check
I
if
don't know
your
why.
system is muted. Maybe
Um,
the audio.
um, no, my system is good. Okay, I will share with you maybe. But basically, I'm just trying to say but you can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see your screen.
But so you can see the audio goes from high, it goes low, and it does it gradually. It just doesn't move from here to here, right?
Yes.
It is smoothly, it's growing down gradually until it gets to the end of the clip. And that way it doesn't just end, path in a go. It ends in a smooth run, okay? So yeah, I think we changed our colors, we've learned about the color grading, a little bit of it, and how to add audio to our clip, and how to ensure that work with the keyframes to make sure that it starts and it ends smoothly. If you also want to start the audio in a low tone, you do the same. You just come and click on the keyframes, you know create them, and they start slowly and they grow gradually. You can use my shortcut, which is control click, and it creates the keyframes, or you can come and use the source window where you create them. From here you can see the 3 keyframes that I have created. So it starts slowly and it grows, stays strong, and it ends finally. Any question? I can hear people talking. Any question?
Excuse me.
No, ma'am.
No, ma.
No question.
I hear someone talking, so they can ask me a question if they're lost.
No, it's not from our.
All right, so now let's export. So you come here, in exporting, you say Control A, you select everything. I don't know how Clara taught you, but you can decide to mark in and mark out. Mark in there, come here and mark out. So we will only export this, okay? Say File, Export Media. Then, okay, I don't know what you use in your country, but since you're in Africa, I think we all use this.
It's the
Select
same.
page. Sorry. I use H.264. It ensures that my video fits well to my screen. Someone else is talking. I don't know. Esther,
Hello,
you
ma'am.
need
It's
help?
not from us. It's not from me. It just says
They are playing music
background sound.
outside.
It's
Uh,
background sound.
okay. All right. So, sorry. All right. So we say export. Make sure it's match source high bitrate, and then you use go down. The rest I'll show you later when we talk. But this is the basics of how you export. Use maximum render quality and just click on export. My machine is very fast. That's the good thing about it.
Wow.
And then then that's done. And then let's see how it looks. Can you see this part of my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go to export, and let's look for our video that has just exported a few minutes ago. There you go. Let me know if you can see my video.
No, for now it's not coming up.
You can't see?
Your screen is blank now.
Your screen is blank.
Okay. Can you see now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is our video. This is the video we created. And I'll just play it. There you go. Did you see?
Yeah.
All right. Any questions so far?
For now, the question from my own. I don't know if other people ask questions.
All right. Did you hear the audio? The audio is still off.
Yes, it's
The
still
audio
off.
is
It's off.
yes.
Oh dear. Can I share, Esther, can I share this with you? I don't know if it's possible to share a video for the others to see. Is it possible?
It's possible.
Let me see. Where do I share? Share on chat, or where exactly do I share?
And
Where can I share?
you can drop it on
On
the
what?
group,
On the, sorry?
on the chat.
On WhatsApp, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me share on WhatsApp. Sorry. Because I would love for them to see what we have done. That would be nice. Uh-huh. Okay. Everybody's on the group, right? I believe
Yeah.
so. Okay. Let me hope it fits. Let me hope so. Okay. It's not fitting in. I don't know why. I think it's okay. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's
It
too big.
has. Yeah. So you can play on your end.
Because okay. Thank you very much.
All right. So, and yeah, before we leave, maybe I can share with you the story of what I've been working on, so you can, get to
Yeah, so
see
that we
what
can also use it.
you can also get to see what people are doing on the other end of life. Okay.
Exactly, no
Okay, no
problem.
problem.
Share it with us so I can also, the next class will present it.
Yeah. So this is a story of what I did. Are you able to see my screen, everyone?
No,
No,
it's still
Oh,
showing.
you
Thank you.
can't.
no, it's still showing the video,
Thank you
the
for
end of the
watching.
video.
It's showing the video.
Yeah, the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.
Oh. Okay. Um, I see the admin has locked me out.
Yeah, Amit now is out.
So can you see? Can you see my screen?
No. Yeah, yes.
You can?
We can see. Yeah.
I don't know why you're not getting the sound. That's very weird. But I will share a link later that you can. Let me try. I have no idea why. All right, Sawa, but you can just see a story maybe, and I'll share the link later. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
All right. I'm sorry I could not share the audio with you. But my story is on what we are doing to, help the children from the slums here. We are not just giving them food, but we are also training them. We are also mentoring them, and yeah, just to be an all-round person. But also, most importantly, we are feeding them to make sure that they stay in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
I hope you take something home today, and yeah, I'll, I'm looking forward to have you guys share with me some of the short stories that you can create. Doesn't have to be, long. It can be a minute from your end, as simple as someone singing, someone dancing, someone doing something. You think about it, think of something, and then create and share your videos with me. I will be very honored to have a look and advice. And maybe next time, yeah, we can see how you changed your colors or how you added good music to it. You know, yeah, as we learn one skill at a go every day. Any
Okay.
question? Any question?
For now, it's
No.
stupid, but I don't know for my colleagues.
Um, thank you very much,
You're
Lina, for
welcome.
that, for taking time to explain to us. But I want to ask a question.
Yes,
Does CapCut also have the features of Adobe Premiere? Can you use CapCut also to edit videos as much as you can edit
yes,
videos on?
yes. Next time we're going to use CapCut to
Okay.
also do the same for those who do not have laptops. But also because you're doing this for professional use, it's good to understand Premiere Pro. That way, if you go to CapCut, you're able to run things very fast since you know how they're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have an amazing day, ladies. It's already 4 p.m. here in Kenya.
Oh, thank
We're
you.
almost done with our day. Have a good
Thank you very
time.
much.
Thank
And
you
you
very
All right.
too.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.